Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So in today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I am trying out swatching and putting on my lips today every single shade of the E.L.F. Glossy Lip Stains. I recently picked up one shade in Superdrug, which was Pinkies Up, and I absolutely loved the formula. I loved it so much, felt absolutely head over heels with it, that I went online and I picked up the other 6 shades. So if you want to see what all of these shades look like on somebody with incredibly fair skin, then just keep on watching. And if you ever needed a visual representation of what it's like to live in my head, I am simultaneously getting high off the sugar in Coke and calming myself down with a chamomile tea. Let's just get into the swatches, shall we? So first up, this is what the packaging looks like. It's so like dinky, like in comparison to my hand, it's so small. I've actually been keeping this one, which is Pinkies Up. I've been keeping this in my handbag. It's so perfect for just throwing in your bag. Obviously it's so tiny, and then this is like a little cutout so that you can see what the colour looks like inside. The applicator is really small and just like a standard sort of lip gloss applicator, but that's what Pinkies Up looks like, and this is what it looks like swatched. And obviously these are a lip stain, so it does leave that colour on your lips, but it just feels like a lip gloss. It's so beautiful and hydrating, but it gives such a beautiful amount of colour. So next up we have Basic Beige, and I will just get into the packaging. So that's Basic Beige, that second one over. Very similar, I feel, but just a hair less pink. Then next up we have Power Mauve, and I'm so excited to see what this one looks like, because in the packaging, ooh yes, that is a beautiful rosy sort of nudie colour. That is a beautiful like everyday pink. It's not too bright, it's not too neutral. That's so pretty. Then this one I am particularly excited for. This is Coral Cutie, and I absolutely love me a bright orange toned lip, so I'm so excited to see what this one's going to look like. On the applicator, that looks so bright and exactly what I love in an orange lipstick. So let's see. Oh yes, that is going to be my summer shade all summer long. How incredible is that colour? And like I say, these are like a stain. Well, not like a stain, these are a stain. So I will show you at the end what these look like wiped off. I will take a little bit of micellar water and wipe these off to show you what the colours look like underneath. Next up is Cinnamon Dreams, and this is like a brown, very neutral brown shade. I feel like there is definitely a time and a place for a brown lip gloss. How like 90s is that colour? That's such a unique colour. I don't have anything like that in my collection. Then next up we have Spicy Sienna, and just look how incredible that colour is through the window there. I absolutely love a red lip just for an everyday. I absolutely love wearing a bold lip, and that one does not disappoint. That is sheer, obviously, because it's a gloss, but that undertone is so pretty, and I feel like on fair skin that shade will look incredible. And I also love purples and like berry tones on fair skin, so this is Berry Queen. Oh wow, how incredible. That's so much more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. These swatches have gotten bigger as I've gone along, as I've just gotten excited about the colours. So that is every shade there. So we have Pinkies Up, Basic Beige, Power Mauve, Coral Cutie, Cinnamon Dreams, Spicy Sienna, and Berry queen. So now that I have swatched all of those, I will take a cotton pad with some micellar water on, and I will just wipe over the bottom half so that you can see what the stain looks like. So that's not the neatest line, but you can see the colour that it leaves behind. And obviously these have only been on my arm for like a minute or two. The longer that you leave them on, they will develop more of a colour. But how beautiful are those colours that it leaves behind? I mean, it's subtle, it is a subtle wash of colour, but it just leaves behind enough of something where once your lip product has worn off, it leaves it feeling like you've still got that product on your lips. It's so beautiful. So now that we know what they all look like on the arm, I'm going to put every single shade on my lips. Pray for me, I'm going to be applying lip balm in between each shade. So I'm going to start with Pinkies Up. Like I say, this is the one that I already had. I already know I love this colour. So that's what Pinkies Up looks like. For me and my skin tone, this is just nude. This is just a nothing sort of shade. I would wear this with like a really bold, bright, intense eye look. It's just My Lips But Better, leaves that slight little bit of colour on the lips, but really it's just a gloss. But for an everyday throw into my handbag, what a staple. So I've just wiped that lip off, and then I'm going to bounce over my mouth just to neutralise the colour in my lips a little bit with my sponge, and then I will go on to the next colour, which is Basic Beige. And again, this is just a neutrally sort of nothing shade, a tiny little bit more brown toned and less pink than the first one, but again, so perfect and so neutral. Just for an everyday, again, I would just throw this in my handbag and not worry about it clashing with anything else that I had on the face. So that's Basic Beige. Then next up is Power Mauve, and this one obviously looks so much more pink on the swatch, so I'm interested to see what this actually looks like on the lips, on my skin tone. I feel like this colour looks so much more bold than what I was expecting it to. It looks almost like a sort of berry tone on me. I feel like somebody with deeper skin, this would look absolutely incredible on. I mean, I love it on me, but it's a lot darker than I was expecting it to be. So Power Mauve, definitely one I feel like for autumn. I feel like in summer it's just not the vibe that I go for, but so pretty. I just realised as I have been like swatching that I've been like pressing my arm together, you know, my massive biceps, and it's transferred all of that colour up onto the top half of my arm. That's an interesting look, isn't it? So obviously as I am like going down the deeper colours, my lips are getting progressively more stained, but we'll carry on. This is the one that I'm most excited to see how this looks on my skin. Coral Cutie. Okay, so that is again a lot darker than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting this to be more of like a summer shade, and judging by the swatch on my arm, I was also expecting that to be more of a summer shade. However, on my lips, I feel like this is maybe more of an autumn orange for me, just more of the undertone really, more than anything. It's beautiful, and it's definitely an orange. It's definitely not a nude. But I absolutely love an orange lip, and this one has not disappointed. I love this undertone. I wouldn't really say that this is any sort of coral though. Like, don't be put off by the name, like Coral Cutie. I don't feel like this is coral at all. This is almost giving me like burnt orange sort of undertone, but I absolutely love it, of course. Next up is Cinnamon Dreams, and I am not sure I'm gonna like this one on me, but let's just see. That's dark. That is a lot darker than what I normally go for in a brown. Okay, you know what? I feel like with the right lip liner, I feel like this is a bit of a vibe. Definitely not with the like bright blush that I have on today. I feel like with more of a neutrally blush and a lip liner, this is like an autumnal look, isn't it? I like that a lot more than I was expecting it to. It's not my favourite. I would say out of all of them, this is probably my least favourite, but still, what a vibe. My lips are definitely getting stained now. That brown one has definitely stained my lips, but hopefully this beautiful bright red will cover over it. So this is Spicy Sienna, and I feel like I'm definitely going to love this one. I love a red lip. The lip lines are definitely getting a little bit suspicious, but how incredible is this colour? I will also say, because it is important to mention, this is not patchy. This is like, it's not one coat, like I did have to re-dip to get this level of pigment, but it's not patchy. It was just like one swipe and then re-dip and then one swipe, if that makes sense. But sometimes with these sort of glosses that are deeper in colour, they can sometimes go a little bit patchy no matter how much you work with them. These are so easy, and also like the size and shape and like firmness of the applicator means that you can sort of do your lip line with it. I would recommend still wearing a lip liner with these, but so easy. Why am I trying to do this while I talk? So easy to like get into the lip lines and like get into the corners with such a tiny little applicator. So this was Spicy Sienna. And then last but by no means least is Berry Queen, and again another one I'm really excited to see how this looks on my skin tone. Definitely one that I feel like I will grow into in autumn. Okay, so this is actually showing up on the lips a lot brighter than I was expecting it to. Obviously, it is like a berry purple shade, but I feel like I would definitely still consider wearing this in summer. It's definitely a purple, obviously, but I feel like it's not too dark where I feel like I could definitely still get some wear out of this in summer. With this sort of look, just like a simple black wing, a little bit of mascara, and like very like pared back skin, and just let the lips do the talking, I feel like this is such a beautiful shade. So that is all of the shades of the E.L.F. Glossy Lip Stain. I do believe that these were £6 each, and obviously they are only dinky, but I feel like that is also a selling point. Like, these are so compact and so like handbag friendly. I know I've said it, but they're so easy to apply. Like, I wouldn't need a mirror to apply these. Just swipe it on, smoosh your lips together, you are good to go. So let me know what you think. Let me know which your favourite shade was. As always, I will leave every shade linked down below. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye!